Hello, it's Steve. Opals, it begins. Um, it's 1 month later than my last one, and that's because I've been waiting and waiting for different bits and pieces to turn up. But there's nobody watching these anyway, so it don't really matter. Um, but I'm getting there, and I'm ready. Really, I'm ready. I've got everything I need. I'm just trying to work out the irrigation, which has turned into a bit of a. I'll turn it all round and talk, alright? Right, irrigation. Actually, it's the world of gaffer tape. Yeah. I'm using little garden things that sprinkle over the machines. Oh yeah, it's for the cutting machines that need water on them. It all needs tweaking, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Bit of hose has just turned up, but I think it's too fat. The hose pipe. I'm going to try and make it fit. If it don't, I'll order another narrow one. It was only £2. Starting to get lights put up. Got all the stuff. Yeah, got everything really. Got everything I need. I've had loads of bits of opals turn up. Boulder opal. Different opals from Australia. My different 2 or 3 different mines. Had some nice big ones turn up the other day. Oh, well, they were big ones. They're probably little ones now. Yeah, nice big ones. They're boulder opal, so they're not like the opal we think of, but they can be turned into nice things. This is what's called boulder opal. There's some colour in it. It's basically brown granite rock stuff with bits of colour dotted around everywhere. See that there? Sorry, focus is useless. Anyway, yeah. Blue opal that gets polished up, whatever. It's just plain blue opal. And what we think of as proper opals. Got lots of them now, roughs, what they call roughs. And yeah, I'm going to be starting. Just got to work out the water for the old cutting wheel. And I get very self-conscious talking on this thing. I'm always looking around to see if people are watching. Yeah, so we're ready, but there's no one watching anyway, because I don't know what you do, whether you have to subscribe, or I don't know if you can on mine. I've still not worked all that out, but I'm still going to go for it. I'm still going to do these films now and again, little 10 minutes or whatever. Yeah, it's all very interesting, all these different things turning up, you know, from just an experiment. I've bought a couple from India, which obviously are going to be, not obviously, but if you know about these things, Ethiopian opals they sell. I've been to and fro with what sounds like a nice little chap in India. Told him I lost one at my first attempt at polishing it. It pinged out of my fingers at 1,000 miles an hour, and I ain't been able to find it. And there was loads of colour in it, as it happens. And he said he'd send me another one, which I thought was really nice. And so he sent another one, and was asking me how I am and have a good day and all that. I know it's a load of old waffle, but you know, it's nice. But what I've also decided I'm going to do, from watching YouTube, bits of American ones, is because I've got all the kit, I'm going to not only do, or try and learn how to do opal polishing and cutting and from roughs. Because I've got all the kit for that, I'm going to do tools. revamping rusty old tools, because I've watched some amazing ones where they finish up like mirrors, and I would love to do that. So I've started accumulating a few old tools. Sorry about the seasickness terms. There, look, some old bits and pieces, axes and £7 hammers and things like that. And I'm going to have a go at bringing them back to life as well, and sharpening and making them nice and sharp and like mirror finish if I can, because I've got all the kit that exactly what they use, what you use for Opals. So as soon as I get this water set up, I will actually be starting. I'll see all my bits of film that I've done that nobody's watching. Got like 7, 8 views. Most of them are probably me checking to see if they're working. And, but I don't know how you say you like them or what. I'm hoping they'll slowly start to catch on and people are interested in opal polishing as a thing they've never thought of doing before. And they might find it interesting with me learning. So, in me TARDIS, well, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think in the next video it'll be having a go at cutting and polishing. As I said, I've been waiting ages for stuff to turn up, little odds and ends that I need, and to try and get this water working on the different machines, and to get me diamond edged cutting wheels, and you know. But it's all slowly turned up now, and I've learnt a few things like dopping. People who know about this will know what dopping is, which is just a stick with wax on, special wax, the sticky wax that you put on the end of the stick, and then you stick the opal onto it, and it sets hard so that you can hold the stick instead of trying to hold tiny opals in your fingers, as I've said before. But I've since learnt there's a few other ways that are basically a lot simpler. Super glue, things like that. So I'll stick with the wax, and I'll try the others when I start doing it, and let you know how I'll get on. So this is Steve, Opals, it begins. I think that's what it's called. I've even forgot myself. Please tell people if you notice this, all in amongst all the other millions of stuff, and because I know a few people watching what I'm doing it, and I learn, you learn as I learn, as they say, because it's an ongoing new hobby, and so far it's very interesting. A bit worried about the noise in the shed for outside. I've been sticking foam everywhere because if it's a wooden shed, the whole thing tends to vibrate. So it's a bit noisy. So I'm trying to dampen down everything. So that's ongoing as well. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Ta-da.